Another thing is like, here's what they say to like a rich white kid. Well, I would say white, probably Chinese too, but Chinese are pretty smart. I think they know better. They really don't trust anybody. But in the white community, they're like, they make them eat whatever, and then they tell them, and then they say, oh, this is healthy. The white mothers are like, oh, this is healthy. And they pull out a bunch of chicken, and they pull out like the only person, like, did you know the person that actually invented Veggie Grill is vegan? That is the biggest, I mean, it's Indian. That is the biggest, and it's not me trying to like say bad things about white people. I love white people. You hear how I talk. I grew up around white people. I keep telling you guys, I was majority raised by a white man. And so my church, Alif Church of Nazareth, it was literally like 3 black people, me, my sister, and my brother, and like one more other one that wasn't our relative. And then like you go back to the hood, and then you have to pretend like you're black. Like, you have to go back to your hood ways. Like, you have to talk like the hood so they don't think that you're like a traitor. That's what they say. They're like, oh, like you're on their side or whatever. Like, when are you guys going to stop thinking about that? Like, when are you guys going to stop thinking like I'm on one person's side? Why would I want to hang around a bunch of ignorant black people? Number one question. It's not your skin color. It's your mindset. I cannot hang around ignorant people, period. And if I'm not accepted in other races because of the color of my skin, they're just as ignorant as an ignorant black person. So why would I hang around a bunch of Chinese people who probably don't even understand me or care about me, or be around a bunch of white people who don't care or understand me? Majority of the people I hang around is white. White people that I hang around don't pick on me. Like, they don't, maybe not in real life, they do it. White people are smart enough to know to do things like, if they're bullying you on the internet, they won't put their real name. They don't put their real picture, like real cowards that they are. And I'm not talking about all of you guys. I'm talking about the ones that are bullies, right? And they bully each other, right? So you go in the white neighborhood, and they know that you're like the daughter or the son of this guy. And so they figure out, either they're going to blackmail that person if that person is not educated enough. So bottom line is, educate your children. Do not feed your children unhealthy eating habits, so that whatever crumbs you guys drop, until you finally get the picture that if you're going to be a real world leader, what's the point of living if you're not aiming for success? Success doesn't mean having a big empire and a lot of money, because when you die, you're going to leave all that stuff behind to your children. Well, that's not real success if you can't really survive. You know what I mean? And so it doesn't make sense. And then why would you leave like the company to like your children if you haven't disciplined your children enough to know how to run the company properly? And that makes a lot of sense why I would go to a place like Hanover, and none of them even know the system. None of them even know, like, they only know their company. They don't know nothing about the United States, right? And so you go over there, and you're like, the rich are taking advantage of this country, and they think that they are going to run this country, but they don't know how to run this country, because they do not know how to take care of real world problems and poverty. They don't know how to, they pay their taxes by donating. So they trick them into thinking that they're not paying taxes. So they just donate. So then they're actually giving more than what, like more in donating than they're doing like taxes or whatever. And I mean, that's my guess. I don't know if that's for sure. But the more I get better, trust me, you buy an Apple computer and you keep it in your face until you learn everything about the Apple computer. Deja, my caseworker, literally told me she doesn't know about the Apple computer, how to use it. So she's okay with her Android or whatever that computer is that she's using. And it's like, okay, computer is a computer, but I'm telling you, Apple has faster speed. That's why majority of the world is using Apple. So you can't despise it and tell people, it's just 2 seconds. No. Why am I the one actually finding the